I first really your visit to India after you got in leadership was sometime in November, year before last, right? 2011 when you really got to know a much wider number of people and stuff like that. After that, what has been, your move into the Indian business horizon, and what are you doing here now in India?
Well, it's kind of, it's almost as if it was meant to be, because I would say out of the 70 people that were at the sustainability conference, I think 35 contacted me afterwards in one way or another, which was kind of amazing for one conference, and it was just on the basis of 1 hour little workshop about transpersonal leadership. And then also by serendipity, I was invited to, introduced to other people who wanted to be part of leadership in India, like Niki Nehru, who you met earlier, and who's based in Delhi, and Rowan Nasser. And they were able to introduce companies, other people introduced companies. So within a very short period of time, there were a lot of people who were interested in talking to us about leadership development. And I think there were quite a few people who realised that there was a difference in what we were offering compared to what was in the marketplace. I think the other thing, though, is there also has to be a sort of a personal purpose. And there are a couple of things there. One is I get a buzz every time I come to India. I get an adrenaline rush because it's become such an optimistic country compared to Europe at the moment. And it reminds me of the buzz I used to get when I went to America in the 70s and 80s. So that's good. Makes me feel good. My colleagues who are still based in the UK, they're all dying to come over to India. They've been enthused by what's happening and so on and so forth. So we really think it's important to establish an Indian business. We've already got an Indian website. So we're not just here, we're not just coming in and out to sort of sell services, if you like, but we want to establish a proper business. I think the other thing, which is really important, and it's partly commercial and partly altruistic, is that I think that over the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, India is going to play a growing part in the world in terms of not necessarily as a power, but as an influencer in the world. And there are going to be many other Indian companies other than the Tatas and a few others who are going to become global organizations. Now, if we can use the global Indian organizations of the future to spread the word globally about transpersonal leadership, then I would think that was absolutely great. Can't be done in the same way from the UK because we're just not that size, and we're not in that position, and we're not growing that fast.
So you see that there is a recognition of purpose.
Yes.
There is a little bit of altruism.
Yeah.
And there's also a recognition that leadership is important.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's graduating beyond just the skills that one needs, but the temperament
and I think that at least where India is today compared to China, I think that India is a better platform, if you like, for transpersonal leadership because it's a more open society and a more transparent society.
Coming to this whole new sustainability wave that is happening, everybody talks about, they call it CSR, they call it responsibility, they call it sustainability, and all that. Also, there is a recognition in this space that leadership is multi-contextual. It's not just financial and the core competency of business to make money and stuff like that, but go beyond. It is going beyond, and this idea of transpersonal. Is there an overlap or a sort of a convergence on how transpersonal leadership will influence more sustainability?
Yeah, I think so, because the danger always is with sustainability is that it's a PR exercise or that it's a marketing plan, rather than really in the heart. Okay, so that's one thing. And I think that I don't think an organisation can be sustainable or think in a truly sustainable way unless its leaders are transpersonal, because you have to be beyond the ego to be able to think sustainable, because sustainability is not about me, it's about the future, it's about future generations, so you have to do that. And I think that what I would like, again, you know, this is being idealistic in its sort of, it's the goal to go for, it's the touchstone to aim for, is that if sustainability is going to become mainstream, which it should be, then it has to be integrated with transpersonal leadership. I mean, it's one and the same thing.